Yo, what's going on everybody, 2K16 and I'm back with a brand new rebuilding video. In today's video, I'm going to be rebuilding the Philadelphia 76ers, but this is the 2020-2021 team that I formed. So this is what this team's looking like. Jahlil Okafor, Paul George, Ben Simmons, Dragon Bender, Joel Embiid, Buddy Hield, Marcus Smart, Sean Livingston. This team is just crazy good, and the good thing about it is everyone is pretty young. So our oldest player is Sean Livingston, who's 34, and then after that a couple other players are in their 30s, but everyone else is in their 20s, and Paul George is about to hit 30, but I think I'm going to keep him for two more seasons and see how well he does. So like I said, this team is just really good in my opinion. Go to the coaching right here. This is what the starting lineup is going to look like for season number 1. I don't think I want to make any changes. Hopefully we can just win a championship and then go on to the next season, just continue building a dynasty for this team. So the starting lineup is going to go Marcus Smart, Buddy Hield, Ben Simmons, Dragon Bender, and Jahlil Okafor. Paul George is going to come off the bench. I don't mind that because our bench is pretty weak, and Paul George can put up like 16 to 18 points off the bench. So he does help our bench scoring, and he also has so many good pieces like Embiid, Sean Livingston. So our team is overall pretty good. We don't have that many places to improve rather than the bench and the point guard position. So it's going to go Paul George, why not Okafor, and then Ben Simmons. So hopefully we can get into the playoffs and make a deep run, and I'll see you guys at the end of the season. As coming to the end of the season, Anthony Davis wins MVP, Bradley Erickson wins Rookie of the Year, Brandon Ingram wins Sixth Man, Anthony Davis wins Defensive Player of the Year, Kevon Looney wins Most Improved, and Brett Brown, our head coach, wins Coach of the Year. So, like I said, good season for this team. We did finish first in the Eastern Conference with a 61-21 record, right behind us with the Boston Celtics and Brooklyn Nets. Okay, almost winning 50 games after them. New York and the Chicago Bulls just tailing behind. So, Paul George led us in scoring with 19 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. Okafor right behind him with 18 and 10, averaging close to a double-double all season long. Ben Simmons averaged 17 points, 10 rebounds, and 6 assists, and basically our team played really well. And Dragon Bender out 68 weeks, but hopefully he'll be back if we do go deep into the playoffs. So in our first round matchup, we're going up against the Detroit Pistons. Hopefully we can come out and sweep this team. We're just going to simulate the whole series. Wow, okay. I thought it was going to be an easy series, but they tied up 2-2. They go up 3-2. 3-3, simulate this one with Simcast. Hopefully we can come out with a victory. Bad first quarter, and it looks like we're not going to come out, and we're going to lose this game by 3 points. So I thought we were going to the NBA Finals, to be honest. This team I thought had the skill to make it to the NBA Finals. It looks like the Golden State Warriors going to win in Game 7 against the Boston Celtics. I thought we were actually at least going to go to the Eastern Conference Finals, but Steph Curry wins Finals MVP in 36 minutes, averaged 23 points, 5 rebounds, and 8 assists. So we should not have a lottery draft pick. I'm just going to simulate all the way down to the rookie signings, and hopefully we do draft a good young player, and we do not. So I'm not going to sign any of those players. Team player options, not going to bring back Hansborough. Qualifying Buddy Hield, Ben Simmons, Dragon Bender, bring all those back, and then we go to my free agent. So we have Ben Simmons, who I have to give a contract to. He's gonna get paid. Dragon Bender, Buddy Hield, Marcus Smart. Okay, so he went up 1 overall. I guess I'll bring him back, but I still want a better point guard. Ben McLemore is gonna test. I want to bring him back because he's a good bench player, and our bench is not that good. So one thing we need to improve is our bench, and we have 27 million in cap space, but after we sign Ben Simmons and Marcus Smart, we don't have any cap space at all. So I'm going to be simulating into next season, and I'm going to try to look for another good point guard and shove Marcus Smart down to the 6-man bench point guard role. So hopefully we can come out, not draft point guard, but go out and trade for a good point guard. And once I make that trade, I'll make sure to tell you guys. In reports, we got Jamal Murray and Allen Williams, and we gave up Marcus Smart, Mario Chalmers, a 21 first round pick and 22 first round pick. So not a bad trade. Jamal Murray is going to be manning down our point guard position. Last year he averaged 14 points and 5 assists, so he should be doing some good scoring as well as passing the ball around, dishing it out. And we did sign Dwayne Wade, so he is a 74 overall, but he is going to fill out our shooting guard position. But I think I'm going to go out and help our bench even more because our bench is getting worse by the season, and get a better shooting guard. Okay guys, right here I'm going to be sending Joel Embiid as well as 2 first round round picks and a second round pick to the Dallas Mavericks for Jordan Clarkson and Kevon Looney. So this is a pretty good trade, as Jordan Clarkson will be our shooting guard position. I'll move him to the shooting guard position, and Looney can do some minutes on our bench rotation. So I'm going to continue trying to make trades and fill out our roster. Guys, this is what our roster is going to be looking like for season number 2. I really couldn't find any trade offers unless it was giving up our key players involving Paul George, Ben Simmons, and Okafor, which I do not want to give up because they're our best players. So I'm not too mad at the roster for season number 2. It's going to go Jamal Murray, Jordan Clarkson, Paul George, Ben Simmons, and Okafor. So that's a great starting 5. Kevon Looney is going to be our 6th man, Dwayne Wade, and then the bench is okay. Hopefully Dwayne Wade and Looney can score a lot and help our bench in big ways. So our rotation is going to go like that. In our first scoring option is going to go Paul George, Okafor, and then why not Ben Simmons. So hopefully we can get into the playoffs and not get eliminated in the first round, and I'll see you guys at the end of the season. Okay, guys, coming to the end of the season, Steph Curry wins MVP award, Luke Garrison wins Rookie of the Year, Brandon Ingram wins 6th man, Anthony Davis wins Defensive Player of the Year, Emmanuel Mudiay wins Most Improved, and Fred Hoiberg wins Coach of the Year. So going to the standings right here, we did finish 7th in the Eastern Conference with a 43-39 record. Our depth really affected us, as Okafor led us in scoring with 20 points. Jamal Murray, who had a breakout season, averaged 18 points, 5 rebounds, and 6 assists. So I really did not expect that from Jamal Murray. I thought he was going to just be an average scorer, average assist, and an average rebounder, but he really shook heads of many here in Philadelphia. Paul George, 18 points, Ben Simmons, 17, and Dwayne Wade, 8.5 points, and Jordan Clarkson with 8, and Looney, 7.5 points. So, and a good rebound. So, in our first round matchup, we're going up against the 2nd seed Boston Celtics. So hopefully we come out with a series win as they go up 1-0, 2-0, 3-0, 3-1, and we got eliminated. So we cannot get out of the first round of the playoffs. And I know our depth affected us, but I think we have the talent level, and the Sacramento Kings have won the championship over the Boston Celtics, and Derek Collison wins Finals MVP. So we really have to make a huge splash in free agency or make a blockbuster trade. So I'm going to summate all the way here to rookie signings, and we need some depth on this team. I keep saying it, but it's really been affecting us for the last couple of seasons. Team player options, I'm not going to bring back anyone. Qualifying offers, no one. And then my free agents. So I think we should have Paul George. No. So we got Aaron Baines and Alexander Foster, who I'm not going to bring back. And hopefully we have some cap space to play with. And we have -7 million in cap space. And D'Angelo Russell is here, and Derek Favors, and pretty good bench players that we could add to the team. But now we have to hold it all up to making big trades in this upcoming season. Hopefully we can get trades. Maybe I have to trade who is it, like Jahlil Okafor or someone like that, to get some good bench pieces. But we're gonna see who we're gonna look to trade, and we're going to get ready for next season. So, taking a look at the coaching game plan right here, the starting roster I really like. The starting lineup I really like. Looney does get that nod to be in the power forward position. And then Paul George is coming off the bench, and he's literally the only good person off the bench. And we really need to help out Paul George if he's going to be manning down the 6-man rotation players. So, I'm going to hopefully go out and find some bench players. It's really hard to do, find some good bench players if you don't without involving our star players. So I'm gonna go out and try to find some good trades, and once I make those trades, I'll make sure to tell you guys. Okay guys, right here I'm gonna be sending Paul George and Jordan Clarkson to the Phoenix Suns for Giannis Antetokounmpo and Eric Bledsoe. So these are 2 great players adding to this team, and I'm very excited. I didn't even think we could get Giannis Antetokounmpo on this team. So Eric Bledsoe is gonna be our starting point guard position. Jamal Murray is gonna go to the shooting guard position, which I don't mind. Ben Simmons at the 3, Looney at the 4, and Okafor at the 5, and Giannis is coming off the bench. So I think this team is good for season number 3. Hopefully we can get into the playoffs and do some work, and I'll see you guys at the end of season number 3, where we hopefully can make the playoffs. Coming to the end of the season, Jahlil Okafor wins MVP award. He averaged 25 points a game, 13 rebounds, 2.5 assists, and 2.2 blocks per game. So this is huge. He led the Philadelphia 76ers in all categories. Alton Hickman wins Rookie of the Year. Brandon Ingram wins Sixth Man. Anthony Davis wins Defensive Player of the Year. Henry Engwivis wins Most Improved. And Ima Adoka wins Coach of the Year. So, like I said, Okafor did a lot for this team as we finished 4th in the Eastern Conference with a 47-35 record. And go to player stats, Okafor, like I said, rating out his numbers, 25 points and 13 rebounds. Right behind him was Ben Simmons with 18 points, 9 rebounds, and 6 assists. Jamal Murray, another great season, 17 points, 5 assists. And then Giannis Antetokounmpo and Eric Bledsoe, we both made trades for, average 11.4 points a game. So, a really good season for our team. And in our first round matchup, we're going up against the Detroit Pistons. Similar game by game, we jump out to an early 1-0 lead. They tied up 1-1. They go up 2-1, 3-1, 3-2. Please let us go out the first round. We did not make it to the second round in any of the seasons, and this team is definitely second round worthy with the MVP on our team. And the Golden State Warriors have won another championship over the Celtics. The Celtics literally made it, I think, every season to the finals. And Steph Curry wins Finals MVP, and 40 minutes, average 28 points, 5 rebounds, and 11 assists. So if you guys do want to see more rebuilding videos like this, make sure to hit that like button, comment, and subscribe. And I'll catch you guys next.